Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. It's Thrifty Thursday on a Friday. Hello. Well, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for me to accumulate enough things to share. Thrifting is very competitive. It seems like in a small town like where I live, you wouldn't believe how many people are in the thrift stores with their phones out pricing things. And there's just not that much on the shelves. It's not like thrifting back east or in a large city like Las Vegas. It's just not going to happen where I live. So let's get started and let's see what I found. And we'll begin with this little lamp. I paid $6 for this little lamp, and I believe I can ask between $18 and $22 for it on eBay. I think it's delightful. It is missing a little chimney, but those aren't too hard to find. It was not originally a kerosene lamp. It has always been electrified. It's just a little vanity lamp, and I don't have the maker on it. The little tag that's on the bottom does not tell me who the maker is. Next, we have this colorful Made in Japan serving dish. It was 50% off, so I paid just over $3 for it, and this could resell between $11.99 and $14.99 on eBay. I do have a hard and fast rule when thrifting. Do not thrift anything that I cannot double my money on at a yard sale if it doesn't sell on eBay. I try not to purchase anything that I cannot use as a gift for the right person. I don't choose items that I cannot upcycle for a craft fair, or items that I cannot double my money on at a yard sale in the future. Because the point of it is you're in this to make money, whatever your reason is. Mine is for my son's college tuition. Next, we have this delightful Gone Hunting Ray Dunn plate. I paid just over $3 for it. It was 50% off day. And I think I can ask between $18 and $24 for this plate. This little plate is from the Ray Dunn Artisan Selection, and I think it was absolutely adorable. I was very blessed to find it. I think it's sweet. I actually have the 2 mugs that match this set. It comes from the same set, but I'm going to keep the mugs because my son and I use them for our coffee and tea. I think they're absolutely adorable. Just in time for Easter. Next, we have this delightful bucket list find. I have been wanting a piece of quilted milk glass forever and ever and ever. This is by Consolidated Glass. It resells for roughly between $33 and $45. This was originally $33 and I paid half price for it. So it is going to stay with me, and we'll put something delightful inside. Very, very pretty. I just love this vintage glassware. And violets are my favorite little flowers. So that made it even doubly wonderful to find. What do we have coming up next here? Oh yes, a piece of milk glass. There is something special about milk glass. My mother just loved it. I've picked this up for $8, and normally I would not do that, but because it had the lace edge, it is not marked. I don't know if it's Westmoreland. Westmoreland is generally marked, but it is not marked. But it's very pretty, and I think I can ask between $21 and $24.99 for this on eBay. And remember, I don't pick up anything that I'm not going to use if it does not sell, or that I cannot use as a gift. And this would certainly make a lovely gift. Here we have this wonderful Hazel Atlas bud vase. It was originally $4. The thrift store that used to have 50% off day now goes by the color of the grease paint. So that particular color today was 50% off. And I'm the winner because I love purple Hazel Atlas glass, and I'm going to put this with the dinner set that I'm rebuilding that I had once that was my grandmother's. I'm almost there. I just need the wine glasses. Next, this is my very first piece of Wedgwood, actual Wedgwood that I have found. And there it is. You're going to see Wedgwood. My new friend Julie and I were waiting at the thrift store for a ride back home. We walked 3 miles into town, and we waited at the thrift store for a ride back, and they wheeled out a new cart, and that was on the bottom shelf. This can resell between $11 and $14. Next we have this beautiful piece of raku. The iridescence is really lovely on it. This is the third piece of raku I've ever found. The signature is hidden somewhere on it if it has been signed. Generally, raku is not something that is made randomly. You are either taking classes in ceramic and learning the process, or you actually are an artist. This is an artisan piece for sure. So I paid $1.50 for this piece, and I believe I can ask about $24 for it on eBay. It is a stunning piece. I have made raku before, and it is a fun process. Next we have this beautiful piece of Narataki M. The monogram on the back is M. And this whole set can resell for about $14 to $17. I did pay roughly $3.50 for the set. And generally I pick up this china to repurpose it rather than resell it, because they are items that live long on the shelf and they may or may not sell. So this may become an upcycled item if it does not sell in a decent amount of time. The sugar bowl lid and teapot lid paperweights were actually quite popular at the craft fair this year. This delightful little open sugar I'm going to upcycle because it's missing its lid. It doesn't have a high resale value. So once I find the tiniest little bird to put in there, that's what's going to happen. It's going to become a wall hanging. If I can find two little matching birds, I'll perch one on the little handle. Next we have this little vintage Westmoreland milk glass ashtray. It is the quilted pattern. It does have a few flea bites around the edge, but nothing terribly noticeable. And for a couple of dollars it was worth picking up, and I think I can ask between $7 and $8.99 for it. This delightful base of a Gone with the Wind lamp was a fun purchase. I purchased it for just over $7 because it was 50% off, and I believe I can ask about $28 for this base because someone is going to upcycle it, or they are going to find the right globe for it. It's going to be something that someone's going to want down the road. So I'm going to ask $28 for this on eBay. One of the rules I have for thrifting or any kind of purchase is if something comes into the house, something has to exit. This is a jewelry box that I have had for about 14 years. I purchased it at TJ Maxx on the clearance rack for just a few dollars. I'm going to resell this on eBay because I did choose to keep that antique oak dresser topper as a jewelry box for my vanity. So I'm going to send this out the door because I decided to keep something. This was a charming little vintage find, a set of pinochle cards. My mother played bridge about every 4 weeks, and they all took turns at different ladies' houses. She didn't play pinochle, but I do love pinochle and bridge. So this was fun. I thought they were very pretty and reminded me so much of my mom because she just loved these beautiful cards. So for 50 cents, it's worth putting in our little game cupboard. This sweet little thing was $1.50 at the thrift store on 50% off day. They had no idea what it was, but that's what it is. It's a teeny tiny tea cozy, and it is made in England, and I think it's adorable. It's perfect for the single serve pot for my desk. Here I have a little silver plate candle holder, holds 3 candles. I purchased this for a project that I'm going to do when I start making the acrylics when the weather warms up. So that's the only reason I purchased this. It wasn't very expensive. It does not have a high resale value, but when I'm done using it, I can flip it for what I paid for it at a yard sale. Here we have a delightful set of Pier 1 import bowls. They resell for about $7.99 a piece. I paid $1 each for these bowls. I may sit on them for a little while, but they do sell, and someone might need these bowls to complete their set. And if you have the room, it's worth sitting on things for a while because even at a yard sale, I can still double my money on these. Well, that is all for today. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Please like and subscribe, and tapping that like button helps YouTube share my channel. Please share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends. I welcome your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Check us out on Instagram and tap that notification button for upcoming announcements of thrifts and crafts. But most of all, have a lovely, lovely day.